5 Best Places to Visit in Minnesota, a local's guide. Home to the Twin Cities, an adorable lilting accent, delicious local craft beer, and an annual frozen tundra barely changed since the glaciers melted in the last ice age. There are just so many marvelous places to visit in Minnesota, it's difficult to choose which is best. Minnesota is located so close to Canada that the people are insanely nice and all love hockey. Dontcha know, there's so much to do and tons of places to see in Minnesota. You might be familiar with Minneapolis, but have you visited the rest of this underrated state? Hop in the car and take one of Minnesota's many scenic road trips to explore these 8 incredible places in Minnesota. Why you need to visit Minnesota. Minnesota is undoubtedly one of the best states in the country. This may be biased. It's home to some of the nicest people. Minnesota nice is actually a thing, the best natural sights, and the future of the NHL. Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes, and the state of hockey. And some would say that's pretty much all we have to offer. But it's not, as there are so many beautiful places in Minnesota, each with their own unique charm. However, Minnesota is perfect for your next relaxing, outdoorsy trip, one of the best things to do in Minnesota. The beauty of this state extends past its sights and historic cities, and right into the people that live here. From the hipster Minneapolis to the beautiful old lighthouses of Split Rock, to the rugged Boundary Waters in Duluth, Minnesota is ready for any type of trip you're looking for. Best places to visit in Minnesota. This undiscovered gem of a state is perfect for your next trip as you won't have to deal with crowds of tourists, and you'll get gorgeous spots all to yourself. Number 5. Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota. If you're not sure where to go in Minnesota, head straight to Bloomington. It's most famously known as home to the Mall of America, the largest mall in the USA. Before you get all judgy like you're too cool to visit a mall, you don't even know how next level the Mall of America is. The mall is 4 stories, with a movie theater, an aquarium, an entertainment center, and a freaking amusement park, Camp Snoopy, turned Nickelodeon universe, and locals are still bitter. This mall is the closest IRL you're ever going to get to living that amazing 90s computer game with Mary-Kate and Ashley in the world's most ridiculous mall. You know, this one. Nostalgia time. What to do in the Mall of America? I don't give a s***** t how old you are. You have to visit Nickelodeon universe in the center of the mall. Don't act like you don't want to ride the rock bottom plunge. It's a SpongeBob themed roller coaster. Nobody is ever too old for roller coasters and SpongeBob. Ever. See the huge aquarium, Sea Life, under the mall. It has a walk-through tunnel, and if you're certified they offer swimming with the fishes adventure. The brand new entertainment center has virtual reality and a bunch of other games, for when you need to give your poor voice a break from screaming on the SpongeBob roller coaster over and over and over again. Visit Lego World, because you don't have to be a kid to enjoy playing with Legos and ogling the huge Lego sculptures. Where to eat in the Mall of America? Crave is a little fancier and is one of my favorites. It has delicious food, drinks, and a patio that overlooks the amusement park, so you can make believe you're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Side note from Leah. Roller Coaster Tycoon was the best game ever, can we all agree? Rustica Cookies and Creamery is new and serves homemade in Minnesota cookies. Ice cream and famous cookies? Yes. Number 4. Itasca State Park. Minnesota. Itasca State Park is Minnesota's oldest state park and is home to the start of the famous Mississippi River. It's also got more than 32,000 acres and more than 100 lakes. So many lakes. Here you can relax and unwind and enjoy the beauty of nature. Itasca State Park is an amazing place to camp, where you can stay in the historic Douglas cabins or even in a lodge. This is a super popular destination for many Minnesotans. It's definitely a hot spot to see and can easily be a day or weekend trip from Minneapolis or St. Paul. What to do in Itasca State Park? You're in a state park. There is so much nature to explore. Go on a hike, swim at the swimming beach, fish in the river or one of the 100 lakes, rent a bike or a kayak or a paddleboard or a canoe. Itasca State Park is an excellent place to go camping. Go see the headwaters of Mississippi and learn more about the history of this natural and cultural landmark at the Mary Gibbs Mississippi Headwaters Center. You can also grab some souvenirs and a coffee at the center's store. After all of that connecting with nature, Bemidji Brewing, about a 40-minute drive from the park, will get you out of the wilderness and connect you with a cold beer. Try a pint with their pretzel and homemade ale cheese sauce combo. There's awesome geocaching within Itasca State Park if hunting for treasure is your thing. Where to eat in Itasca State Park, Minnesota. Family-run Lobo's Bar and Grill serves up all the good stuff. Burgers, beer-battered onion rings, ribs, cheese melts, even 60-cent wing and all-you-can-eat cod specials. Less than a 10-minute drive from the park, Lobo's is also a great place to go play darts, games or pool after a day of hiking. Hint. Ask about the origins of their name. It has to do with a giant 6FT Timber Wolf, craft beers, local atmosphere and generous portions. Knob and Kettle Restaurant has you covered. Try one of their many sandwiches and homemade soups. If you're looking for something a little fancier to escape the wilderness, check out the Y Steakhouse. If you forgot any supplies at home or need a fresh cup of coffee, head over to Rock Creek General Store. 3. Lake County, Minnesota. Lake County is a tiny town, perfect for travelers looking to reconnect with the outdoors through hiking and camping. This county has sprawling lakes. You are in the land of 10,000 lakes, after all. Historic shipwrecks, lighthouses, and gorgeous natural beauty. The best place to stay while visiting Lake County is in a campground. This must-see place to visit in Minnesota is definitely off the beaten path. What to do in Lake County? Gooseberry Falls State Park is my favorite place to hike, camp, and jump in waterfalls. Pack your car with camping gear and drive up the scenic Minnesota Highway 61 to reach this beautiful park located on the Gooseberry River. Some of the hiking trails connect to the epic 326-mile Superior hiking trail through hike. But don't worry, you can just hike the bits with waterfalls. Split Rock Lighthouse on the shores of Lake Superior is beyond gorgeous and has an amazing backstory, which I'm not going to spoil for you here. Go visit. It's worth the detour for the pictures alone. Split Rock is gorgeous at any time of the year. Palisade Head is a stunning and a must-visit place to stop for an incredible photo of Lake Superior. Where to eat in Lake County? Lemon Wolf Cafe is hella eclectic, but has incredible fish and meat offerings and is nestled in the woods. Rustic Inn Cafe offers relish home-style meals for the days you make it out of the campsite. Cedar Coffee Company is only a few miles away but is beloved by locals, like me. Lake County might also be the perfect place to try out your own camp cooking skills. Good luck. Number 2. The Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota. Minneapolis and St. Paul, the Twin Cities, are located right next to each other, and they're home to about 50% of the Minnesota population. You'd be right to assume that this is the hub of all the urban fun and a popular place to go in Minnesota. These cities have incredible places to drink coffee and meet locals. The Twin Cities are also home to some sick rooftop bars, breweries, and museums. If you're visiting Minnesota for any reason, it'd be hard to miss passing through these cities. What to do in Minneapolis? Explore the Twin Cities by bike. Pick up a bike at one of the 150 bike share locations in Minneapolis and St. Paul and hop on one of the many free self-guided bike tours. Explore Minneapolis by Sky? That's right, the Minneapolis Skyway runs above downtown Minneapolis. You can actually walk through most of downtown and never go outdoors, which is amazing if you happen to hate things like dead of summer heat or frigid winter cold. This is the future, people. Catch some modern art and that famous cherry in a spoon sculpture at the Walker Art Center. Stone Arch Bridge. This bridge is architecturally beautiful and has gorgeous views of St. Anthony Falls. See the famous Minnehaha Falls at Minnehaha Regional Park. Locals come here every summer to ride bikes and take Instagram pictures in front of the stunning falls. Do it for the gram. Grand Avenue has the best shops and restaurants in the Twin Cities. You could spend a whole day here shopping and eating and never get bored. Catch a football game at the new US Bank Stadium or a baseball game at the outdoor Target Field. The beauty of this is that none of the tickets are very expensive because honestly our teams are not that good. But that means you can enjoy a game for less, so worth it. Where to eat in Minneapolis? Union Rooftop. Stop by this 3-level restaurant right next to the theater district for stunning views of downtown. The clear windowed roof opens anytime it's nice, but also closes to allow you to enjoy the view even when it rains. Union Rooftop also converts to a bomb AF club for special events like New Year's and Pride. Surly Brewery. A must-see huge brewery that also serves incredible food with their beer. Try the coffee bender and salmon toast. Yum. Spy House Coffee. 4 different locations, and still the freaking best coffee and atmosphere. Grab a coffee, soak up the Minnesota vibe and chill for a while. Spoon and Stable. Local, delicious and chic French cuisine in an adorable vintage spot. You have to order a Juicy Lucy at Matt's Bar or the 5 to 8 Club, both of which claim to have invented it. It's like a cheeseburger, but the cheese is inside the burger. Like cheeseburgerception, so good. What to do in St. Paul? The historic St. Paul's Cathedral is visible from the Excel Center, but I recommend that you drive on up there and take a real tour of this stunning architectural masterpiece. Grand Avenue has the best shops and restaurants. You could spend a whole day here shopping and eating and never get bored. Catch a hockey game at the Excel Energy Center. You're in the state of hockey, after all. Como Park Zoo Conservatory. This gorgeous plant and flower-filled greenhouse is free and the perfect place to stop and smell the flowers, and get an awesome Instagram photo. Rice Park. This place is gorgeous in winter especially, with festive holiday lights and ice skating. What to eat in St. Paul? Pizza Loose. My favorite pizza place. They offer vegan and gluten-free pizzas, as well as pizza for the meat lover. Super hipster and comfortable feel here. My girlfriend's favorite pizza place. They offer vegan and gluten-free pizzas, as well as pizza for the meat lover. Super hipster and comfortable feel here. Mickey's Diner, a perfect classic diner. The vibe is totally 1950s Americana, and the food is too. Public Kitchen Plus Bar. Perfect place for those after-dinner cocktails with a view. Black Coffee and Waffle Bar. The best place for brunch and classic black coffee. This is a local favorite. 1. Stillwater, Minnesota. My family has been visiting Stillwater at least once a year since before I can remember. It's one of the best places to visit in Minnesota and I have such fond memories of my time here. Stillwater is a historic little town that runs alongside the St. Croix River and borders Wisconsin. This city is modernizing with delicious restaurants and wine boutiques but holds onto its heritage with old-school candy and antique shops. You can spend a few pleasant hours just wandering up and down Main, stopping in any shop that catches your fancy or explore all that Stillwater has to offer. Stillwater is only about an hour from the Twin Cities, so it makes a perfect day trip from Minneapolis or St. Paul. And I promise it's worth it. What to do in Stillwater? The beautiful St. Croix River runs straight through Stillwater. You can explore the river by boat, canoe, kayak, stand-up paddleboard, or even gondola. What is this, Venice? In my opinion, the river is at its most beautiful in autumn, with the bright colors of the leaves reflecting in the water. Drive the St. Croix Scenic Byway, also known as State Highway 95, but its other name is much more exciting. The stunning 124-mile route Dream crosses right through downtown Stillwater. Stillwater is on Minnesota's oldest wine trail, and was recently ranked one of the best U.S. beer cities. So get your booze traveler on. Explore the many wineries and breweries in the St. Croix Valley. Take a tour on a trolley. The Stillwater Trolley is the cutest way to see Stillwater. The trolley offers everything from historical tours to kayak tours. If you visit Stillwater in the winter, be sure to go to the river to check out the hand-carved ice sculptures. Hike up the 5 sets of Stillwater stairs for the best view of Stillwater, and don't forget your camera. The 3-mile hike is totally worth it. Visit Tremblay's Sweet Shop to watch fresh fudge and other goodies made right in front of you. Where to eat in Stillwater? Lolo American Kitchen has the best fish tacos I've ever had and serves craft cocktails that are pretty heavy on the alcohol for under $10. What more could you want? The Dock Cafe sits right on the river. Relax on its gorgeous deck strung with lights and watch the sunset. This is a tradition for my family and me each year. Tin Bins is my favorite coffee shop in Stillwater because they offer alcoholic coffee drinks. Score. This is the perfect place to warm up if you're visiting in the winter, and it's in a really cool renovated tin building. Mara Mi is a surprisingly rad stationery store that also serves coffee and fresh-made cupcakes.